So if you're headed to Vegas and you're wondering if the Aria, the Cosmopolitan, or the Wicked Spoon are worth your time, stick around. I got the full breakdown for you. I'm sharing my thoughts on the vibe, the food, and whether it's worth your money. What I loved, what I didn't, and some tips if you're planning a trip. Exploring the Aria. Now, walking into the Aria definitely gives off, to me, compared to the Cosmopolitan, a trashy vibe. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? It's more modern compared to some of the other Vegas hotels, but the layout felt very crowded to me. It was not spacious, and it's Vegas. So, of course, you've seen some ass cheeks hanging out and fishnet see-through pants, and the smell of the hotel was off. It wasn't like a shit smell, but it was like a little musty. Now, let's talk about the casino floor. If you love gaming, the Aria Casino has a more party vibe. People are loud, they're yelling, they're enjoying themselves compared to the Cosmopolitan. Not as much of a party vibe, but still a really great place to play. Very classy, very sophisticated. Now, let's talk a little bit about the dining and attraction. I didn't eat here, but I did pass by some big name restaurants like the Carbone and Javier's. Definitely spots I love to check out. Let me know in the comments if you try any of the restaurants in the Aria. Now, the Cosmopolitan was a whole different vibe, okay? The atmosphere, the crowd. As soon as you walked into the Cosmopolitan, you can tell this place is different. It's super trendy. It feels more youthful. The decor, energy, everything just feels lively and fun, okay? They have a chandelier bar, guys, okay? Instagram worthy spot. The bar is insane. 3 levels with different drink menus. Did y'all hear me? Okay, and it's inside a big chandelier. If you're looking for a cool cocktail spot, this is definitely a must-see. Now let's talk about shops and more. Okay, so the Cosmo had a mix of luxury and unique shops, plus a ton of food spots, like the Egg Slut and Momo Fuck You, okay? I hope I said that correctly, okay? Now, I didn't get to try them, but next time, I might have to do a full Cosmopolitan food tour. Now, let's talk about the Wicked Spoon Buffet. Okay. All right. Now, the Wicked Spoon is one of the most talked about buffets in Vegas. So I personally had some high expectations, okay? It's located inside the Cosmopolitan, and the setup feels a little more high end than your normal average buffet. Now, I didn't get much content, and unfortunately, we won't be back. Okay. Now, first, let's talk a little bit about the wait time. When we went to the Wicked Spoon, we expected a long wait time. In fact, we decided to go to the hotel early to shoot some content. By the time we finish our content, it should be time for us to eat our food. But to our excitement, okay, there was no wait time. So we were seated right away, and we were seated in a very nice booth with a lot of space. I could put my purse down, have a good time, stack up a lot of plates, okay? Now let's talk about the food selection, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all what stood out to me. One thing that I loved is that they served a lot of the food in small pre-plated portions, okay? Some highlights for me was the omelet and the crepes section. Now, don't forget to bring a tip for them, okay? Fresh omelets, fresh crepes, okay? It's a little windy out here. I initially was excited about the bone marrow section. It was super unique, but the bone marrow was very wet and loose, and it wasn't what I expected. And the desserts was similar to what you may find at an old country buffet. So nothing really stood out there. And unfortunately, there was just some dishes that were just okay. Definitely a lot of mix of hit and misses. I think the biggest issue was that everything was cold. The fact that there was not a lot of people there to eat the food in time, the food was just very cold. The shrimp and grits was cold, the pancakes cold, the French toast cold, the bone marrow wet, soupy. The hot chicken was cold. The fried chicken was soft. And I'm truly not a complainer, but it was really bad, y'all. Okay? I didn't have any of the crab legs or anything in the Chinese section. I really wanted breakfast, so that's what I went for. And yeah, I felt like it was something I could have made at home. So was it worth the price? Well, okay, so for two people, the cost was about $130 plus a tip. So I'd say no, honestly. However, there was a lot of variety. But if you're not a big eater, you might not get your money's worth. So I would personally say $30 per person, and an upcharge for some of the favorites like the crab legs should be $45 max. But $150, $160 for two people, I don't think so. Okay, y'all, so let's talk about the final thoughts here today. If you want a more laid back, luxury feel with energy, nightlife, and Instagram worthy spots, the Cosmopolitan is for you. Okay, if you with your girls or you with your guys and you trying to turn up, okay, the Aria is for you. And the Wicked Spoon, I guess it's worth trying, but I'd say go in with the plan. Now, have you been to the Aria, the Cosmopolitan, or the Wicked Spoon? Let me know in the comments what your experience was like. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got more Vegas content coming soon. All right, y'all. Peace. It's your girl, Angel Vandrina.